Hey guys! Oh my gosh, I've got to tell y'all something. I have been doing crazy stuff. I've got tubs and tubs of stuff. I have stuff everywhere. So all these are penny items. I've got to go through. I've got this thing of penny items. I've got this thing. I've went ahead. This is organized. Hey, pause that, Heather, Addison, whoever you are. This is organized. I already went through this. This is organized as it's going to get, guys. So we've got our popcorn, our Peeps, our Jolly Ranchers, and our trail mix. All right there for the Airbnb. All right, and then we've got all of these cereals. I organized them all by expiration date. So the ones that expire in 2025 are at the bottom. And then the ones that have the most of are on the outside so we can use those, first. I've got these boxes of Kind bars. I've got junk all up in here. This was organized. It's not. Wonderful syrup. Would you like some syrup? Some more junk up in my trunk. Penny baskets, organizing. This is hard, guys. Being a penny shopper is hard work. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to keep going. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, okay? Yeah, we reorganized. Most of all those are pennies except for that and that horsey. Anyways, and those things, I just can't get rid of them. I love them. I want them so much. Anyways. Hayden, what are you laughing about? Okay. We're not Gangnam styling. Move. Penny.
Sit on the penny.
Summer towels.
Sit on the penny.
Well, I think some of those came from Walgreens. Anyways, now we're here in my office. Look at all of this stuff.
She's messy.
I've got to organize all of this. I'm going to show you the before and after. This will give me motivation to actually get stuff done by doing a video. This is for myself and for your entertainment. But like, I've got to get my taxes done today too. What?
Aiden took the kitty and now he's picking it outside.
Go tell daddy. Okay guys, so this is my beautiful front yard. Oh gosh. I love opening up the doors and just letting the springtime air in. And spring cleaning, guys. I also got to tell you something, okay? I'm going to set y'all down for this because this is very important. Are you ready? I'm going to tell you. It's extremely important, okay, guys? Let me cover those up. Are you ready? Shoot. Let me think about how I'm actually going to say this. Penny shopping, deal shopping, couponing, all of those things can be extremely beneficial and costly if you don't do it right. So what I'm trying to say is you have to be able to manage your time, your money, your gas. You need to have a budget and realize that, 90% off is great, but if you don't have that $3 in the bank, it's actually not great. You know what I'm saying? So there have been so many times that I've gone out there, spent $50 to $100, and didn't have the money in the bank. Or technically the money was there, but the car payment comes out or the mortgage is going to come out and we overdrawn and I have to transfer money and stuff like that. Okay? Everybody needs to have an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses. That includes whatever your lifestyle is. Let me turn off this thing. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, 3 to 6 months of expenses. So that means your mortgage. Our mortgage is $2,000. Or rent, whatever your rent is. Your electricity bill, on average, not if it's summer, not if it's winter, whatever. Gas, water, sewer, all that stuff that y'all have to pay. Can you hear my kids? Anyways, you have to be able to have all that. If you want to still have, if you still want to have your Netflix, if you still want to have your cell phone, if something were to happen to you, you need to incorporate that into your savings budget and plan, okay? So that's one thing. You need an emergency fund. Keep in mind, the emergency fund is not for, there's a clearance event. We get additional 50% off and 90%. Oh my gosh, I can totally do all this stuff or whatever, okay? That's not included in that. You need a second savings account, okay? A second savings account, and that will be for extra awesome stuff like a vacation or if you're gonna buy a car, if you're saving up to buy a home, you need 20% down on your home, okay? 20% down on your home. You need, so you don't get PMI insurance. So now the government and the insurance agencies and the loans and stuff, they came together and like, there's so many people defaulting on their loans and they took out too much. And it, after all the administrative fees and paying all these people to try to sell it and all this stuff, we're not actually making any money off these repossessions or whatever, foreclosures. So they have PMI insurance. If you don't have 20% of your loan down, you have to pay an additional percentage, which is a lot. It could be anywhere from $150 to $300, depending on the cost of the house, in addition to your actual mortgage payment. So you have your mortgage payment, the interest rate. So there's the principal and interest. There's taxes and insurance that come out in your escrow. And then you'll have your PMI insurance, which is your mortgage insurance on top of your liability insurance, like if a tornado comes or whatever. Or if somebody trips and falls and they sue you, whatever. So there's 2 different types of insurances. If you don't put 20% down, you'll have to pay that, okay? Fast forward. Okay, so we covered your savings. You have to have 2 savings accounts. Emergency fund, and then you also need your goals. Whatever you want to, have a goal and set a budget. Now, we're going to get into the penny shopping and clearance shopping and all that jazz. There are 2 different ways we can do this. We can either do a third account, which we would not call this this account will not be a savings account. This account will be a quote unquote business account. It could actually be just an extra saving, like an extra checking account, or it could be allocated in your budget for your regular bank account, if that makes sense. So what you need to do, log into your bank account or get your statements out. Write down every single time you spend money allocate it into separate groups. So you will have groceries, you will have utilities, you will have mortgage or rent, you will have car payments, you will have insurance. Just have groups of it, okay? So your penny shopping, your couponing, that will go towards, since it's just for your household, that will go towards your groceries and like laundry and all that stuff, okay? When you do that, you can just allocate additional funds in that category for couponing. All right. So a lot of the most easiest way to do this is to just do the envelope method, where you have your budget or whatever, and every single paycheck or every single time you have money, you get paid, you or your husband, whoever, you go to the bank and you withdraw that money. So if your budget for, let's just say your budget for food is $500. So you say, I can spend $400 at the grocery store. I'm going to spend $100. No, let's say I'll spend $75 for the kids' school lunches every single month or whatever it is. I think I spend more than that, but anyways. And then on top of that, you have that extra $25, if I do math right, for your couponing expenses. So let's just say there's no clearance event. You only penny shop. But what about gas? Does the cost of going to all these stores come out of the food budget, or does it come out of the gas budget? So if you're constantly going to the exact same stores every single week, you can allocate that into the gas budget. But if you're starting to go out of town, extra, that's whenever I count it into the other budget. Now, I'm telling you all this because I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just don't do it. I am so horrible at this because I don't have first of all, the time. I have my W-2 job. I have 2 businesses I'm running, and I just don't have the strength, the willpower, or any of that. So I'm doing this video not only to help you, but to help myself. So I personally have 2 savings accounts, our personal checking account, and then 2 business checking accounts. Now you think, oh my gosh, you have all these accounts, you're so rich. No. Some of those actually, as of last week, have absolutely no money in it. But that's because I took some money out. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. But, if I did not have those accounts, I would be stressed out, not knowing anything. And that money would just disappear more than likely. So I'm not wealthy by any means. I am over $400,000 in debt. Yes. We don't make the best financial decisions, but we're changing that. All right. We are changing that. We've finally got to a place where we can financially, in the past, we were you know how people say they're living paycheck to paycheck? Well, we were living paycheck to next week's paycheck. We were always a week behind. So we would pay, if you know what I'm saying, we may not actually have the money. So I would go through my bills and I would which one has the lowest? I actually looked at my bills and it was which one has the lowest penalty of paying it late? So And it was always electricity. It was like $10 or something like that. It was like, and it like, if you paid on the 15th, you pay an extra $10 or $15. But anyways, I'm just like, oh my gosh, guys. But our problem wasn't our income. Our problem was the way we were raised, the way society is, especially here in the South, where people, you know, are riding dirty and stuff. Not dirty. Riding, like, really nice cars. And we wanted to be those people, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we may have nice cars, but we pay almost $1,000 a month for those cars. You know what I mean? No, actually, I pay $1,200. We have 2 older cars that are paid off. 2 of the other cars we pay monthly. Like, people like, oh, well, you have a nice car. You can have a nice car too. Just pay the payments. You know what I mean? It's not a good thing to be in debt. It's actually a horrible thing. And that's another thing is when we were growing up, they said, get a credit card, have good credit, buy your house, you'll be set. No! The people that never got credit cards are the people that are more financially stable and healthier financially than I am. Like I said, I'm $400,000 in debt. That is like, is that $500,000 almost? Like, I can't even fathom. And only $275,000 of that is my home residence. So don't even think about it. It's not just a house. So I'm cleaning. And I have allergies now. Like, I took an allergy pill, so it's going to take, what, an hour or so to kick in, but I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to post it. But okay, listen, I'm going to do the Dave Ramsey snowball thing, where I'm going to pay off credit cards, close them out. Pay them off, close them out. Pay them off, close them out. Now, I know everything about getting good credit. Like, that's what I studied in my teenage years all the way up to, age 30. I'm 37 now. I did everything right. This is how the world and the economy works. By overspending, overpaying on a bunch of stuff. So some people get money, other people stay, under the poverty level and all that stuff. So you spend 3 times as much on stuff that you were originally thinking you were spending less because of the interest, because of the late fees, because of all that stuff. Do not take out any loans on several things. Don't take out those cash loans. Don't ever set foot in there. They have an average of 95% return on their money whenever they loan it out to you. Because whenever they loan you $1,000, you have to pay back that $20 every week or whatever it is. Well, you have to pay the $20 on top of the principal every week. So if you only pay the $20, you're never paying the principal. You're always owing that $1,000, even though you spend $20 a week to pay them. So never do that. Never do title loans either. It's the exact same concept. Craziness, okay? Never do that. And never take money out against your 401k or IRAs. Any type of retirement, you definitely want to do retirement. Just never take any loans out because, one, the interest rate is crazy. And there's fees, that's a percentage of it. And then there is taxes you have to pay on top of that. And penalties. Oh, never do that, okay, guys? And then What was I going to say? What's next? Oh, credit cards. So, I've always been smart with my credit card spending. I would just, many times, different times throughout my life, I would either do credit cards just because I don't want to have to manage my bank account. I would do credit cards because I didn't have the money in my account, but next week I will, so I could just pay it off. Or credit cards for, oh, we're going on vacation. Or, so it's, smarter to use a credit card when you're out of town. And then I also started doing credit cards for online spending. Oh, it's smarter to put a credit card online than it is your debit card. Blah, 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 blah. All these different reasons why I did credit cards, okay? I mean, you could always justify anything in your mind. You know what I mean? So, we got, like, back in the day, like, our first house, we had our mortgage, we had 2 car notes, insurance, utilities, and all that, and 1 baby. We were fine financially. We were okay-ish, to where we could, and we had a second, we didn't have the money to put down on a house, so they did a second loan for our down payment. Back then you could do that. I don't know if you can now. But so there was like a $3,000 loan. So anyways, or was it 15? I don't know what it was. But anyways, so we had 2 mortgage payments. And then for 3 years, we had 2 mortgage payments. And then after that one fell off. But anyways, what was I trying to say? Oh, yes. So we were fine financially, almost-ish, like we were like everybody else, I guess, I guess this is how it was supposed to be, is what I'm trying to say. But we did not have much, if any, in savings. Like, it's hard for us to ever save over $1,000. So what I did, whenever we had to get tires, because we drove 45 minutes to an hour to Memphis every single day to work, both of us. So we had to have halfway decent cars. We had to have, tires and stuff for safety and all that. I had to put all of our, big expenses on credit cards because we just did not have the money. And essentially, we would actually use our tax return as a form of savings because we just mentally, psychologically could not save up money because we always wanted something, every single time we got money, we always wanted something and all that. You know what I mean? Like, you might be the exact same way. It just disappears. You're like, oh, we have a couple extra $100. We can go out to eat or we can do this or whatever. It just disappears. So by Uncle Sam taking that money out of our checks, when you do your form at work where it says how many dependents, you put 0 for the maximum amount of money coming out of your paycheck. So if you were to put 3, so there's the husband, which is the main breadwinner most of the time because men make more money than women in most cases in all fields. Still in 2024, it's still that way. You can Google it. Anyways, so sometimes the man will be like, oh, I've got my wife, I've got my baby boy, my baby girl. I'm going to put 4 on there or 3 on there. At the end of the year, the amount of money that's taken out of his paycheck is only going to be like $2,000. It's not going to be $4,000 or $6,000. And keep in mind, anytime money comes out of your check before taxes, or including, like, these are taxes, but you know what I mean? So, like, your health insurance, your 401k, your HSA or FSA, all those different accounts that and deductions including short-term and long-term disability, all those things, all those benefits that your work or someone's employment offers, those all come out before federal tax income. So let's just say your 401k money, let's say you went from $70 a month to, or a paycheck, to $100 a paycheck. Well, your actual paycheck that comes into your bank, if you adjust it, let's just say you adjust it, and that extra $25 is going to come out of your check. But then once you actually get the money in your bank account, it's only $15 because you're not paying taxes on that. Not only are you not paying federal taxes on it, you're not paying Social Security taxes on it and any other state tax and stuff like that. So like, you may think, oh, I can't do that. But in all reality, you can do that. Now, the caveat to that is like, something else that we can go into in detail if you want to is IRAs. Shoot, no, not IRAs. We can talk about IRAs. Is Roth 401k and IRAs. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a CPA. I don't know everything. This is not financial advice. Let me just tell you that right here. It's not financial advice. But these are my personal experiences and tribulations. Is that a good word? Problems that I have, okay? Or blessings, blessings or problems. But so just keep in mind that everybody says don't give Uncle Sam an interest-free loan. They say don't do that. Only pay the taxes that you need to pay. So you don't get a tax refund at the end of the year. But if you're like me and you like to spend money, it's better for us, because that is kind of like our emergency fund that we can never keep. Oh, you know what I mean? And I'm just talking to myself. Like, I'm legit looking at myself or this little green dot and talking to myself for 27 minutes and 49 seconds. But anyways, so I'm going to clean up this mess. We're going to see how long it takes me. Let me see what time it is. It is 12:40. So it's 12:40. It's going to take me forever, actually. I may do a video too, okay? Because I didn't go to a remodel today. I have to get this done. I have to organize my life financially, physically, everything. Like, I have to get everything in order so I can be successful in my businesses and in life, in my marriage, being a awesome mom that's here for their kids. I mean, so many things need to happen. And we were going to go to church today. I mean, when I'm off, I need to go to church. It just did not happen. So that's another thing is maybe we can go tonight. Maybe I can get this stuff done and we can go tonight. But so many things, happen. So many things come up. And I just want y'all to know that it is okay to not be awesome. You know what I mean? And realize that what you see on the outside isn't really what it really is on the inside. You know what I mean? Just because you see somebody driving a Cadillac, just because they get their nails done, just because does not mean they're wealthy. Does not mean that they got it all together. Because as you see, I'm nowhere near that. Like, I'm the worst. But I'm here to tell you, it can get better. You just have to change. I have to change. I have to change. This is like my diary or whatever it's going to be. Maybe I'm going to do this more often. This will be my therapy. If y'all don't want to know about my therapy, just do not watch it, okay? Just whatever's on my mind, whatever I need to change, I'm going to start documenting it. And I'm going to tell you because I'm a YouTuber. I mean, I've always been a YouTuber, but I'm going to bring in more of my life. If you want to know it, hopefully you do. If you don't, just tell me. But comment down below, did you actually watch this 30-minute video? Did you actually learn anything? Do you want more videos like this where you actually get to know me as a human being and what I need to work on? And maybe some of these things are some of the things that you need to work on. Maybe my journey is very similar to your journey or complete opposite. But you always think, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. No, it's not. The grass is dead over there, guys. Like, completely dead. $400,000 dead. You know what I mean? Okay, guys. Like I said, we can go into more details about stuff. If you want to, just comment down below. Tell me what you want me to talk about next. Tell me if you like these type of videos. Tell me what I should do. Should I do the Dave Ramsey thing? Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell y'all about the credit cards. So yeah, we would put like tires on a credit card, 0% interest. Well, either it's deferred interest for 24 months or 12 months, and then you have to pay it off, or all that interest goes back on it, or you get another credit card and roll it over. I'll tell you all about that journey in the next video. Why you should or should not ever do that, and all that jazz, okay? So this is totally the next video you should totally watch. Comment down below before you go over there and tell me if I should do some more one-on-one truth-telling videos just for you guys.